In a unique twist of fate, while immigrants from South America embark on a journey to the southern US border for a better life, Americans are flipping the script and dashing southward in pursuit of new horizons. That's right, Americans are trading apple pies for empanadas and salsa their way into a new chapter. This cross-cultural exchange is as amusing as it is profound. Forget borders. Let's reveal this universal quest for a brighter tomorrow, where the pursuit of happiness transcends borders. Early morning here in Medellin, Colombia. A place that is usually crowded, but in the morning it's just so unique because everything is closed and you don't have all the commotion of the partying and the tourists and just everything that happens here at nighttime. So I'm here at Alamo in Poblado to meet with Randy. Randy's right there. You've seen him before. Amazing man. So it's been a while since we met and I wanted to catch up with him and see what's going on. So let's go ahead and see what he's been up to. It's been a little while that he's been living here in Colombia, Medellin, same place. So let's go. I was late to a meetup, so when I arrived, he was ready to go to the next destination. So guys, we're gonna actually go to another location. We are here at the Alma. Yeah, so this is where you decide to have breakfast now, huh? You don't eat at the hotel anymore.
Yeah, I eat here. I like this. It's very simple and it's quiet and
Yeah.
very serene. I mean, you know, nobody's bothering me so much. And they have good food here. I like
Yeah.
the oatmeal. There's a Florentine spinach salmon that I like here.
That's nice.
And it's excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will walk up here and catch a taxi.
Okay. So this is what a good 15 minutes walk from downtown Poblado right there, right?
Yeah, well, this is actually, I mean, from Poblado is about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, the setting is very serene. You have the creek here and all of this foliage. It's really nice. Nice walk. You can actually walk from here to the mall, to the Seoul Mall.
Yeah.
But we catch a taxi.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time.
Yeah.
But it's very nice.
And you walk this every morning now?
Yeah, I walk up here every morning.
Wow. So guys, if you remember, we did a little walk last time. It was on the Sunday. So everything was basically closed downtown. What a beautiful view, guys. Man, so guys, this is Provenza. And for those of you familiar with Medellin, this is what it looks like without the partying. This is a part of the city that many people are familiar with, but you get to see it with nobody. And it's it's very interesting. The energy is so different at night with like all the people over here.
Yeah, it's like a canvas to me, and you can put whatever on it that you want.
Yeah.
You know, just like the projects I talked to you about earlier, you know, green on the other side, and you can make what you want out of that. But we've talked, and we'll collaborate at some point.
Absolutely.
Is it greener on the other side?
Well, let's talk about this because this is a good continuation to our conversation. So, what have you been up to since the last time we met?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm still taking it all in. It's been a while, but I'm not, you know, I have a horse in the race, but I'm not trying necessarily to run too fast with it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I've been taking a lot of Spanish classes.
Oh, really?
I've learned a lot of words.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Yeah,
Me off guard.
That's
Now
good.
you're giving me a quiz.
That's good. I want to see how your Spanish is doing.
No, don't give me any quizzes. That's the thing I was going to say. I'm not confident enough to speak, but when I take my time, I do speak well with it, and I've learned, you know, the nouns and the vowels, and I know there's 26 letters in the alphabet.
Yes.
Here, there's 26, you know, because the N offers an extra N, you know.
Right.
But I really like this here. See here, all of the restaurants.
Yeah, this is Provenza, just beautiful place. You know, check it out here. At nighttime, man, this is where you want to be. It's really nice. Tons of options with food. When there's a game, there's so many people here. The energy is just unbelievable. So yeah, I love, you get to see this place when there's nobody here. It's so different, like all this beautiful. And Medellin has a lot of boutique, you know, restaurants and bars. Like it's just so pretty here. It's amazing. So and it's so green.
If you want, we can fly and we catch a taxi here. And go.
Yes, let's grab a taxi and go from there. You can go in the front. I'll go in the back. Oh, thank you. All right. So we are heading to
Central Commercial Tesoro.
So we're heading to the mall.
Tesoro.
This what is it called?
Tesoro.
Tesoro Mall. We're going to Tesoro Mall, and I should be putting my seatbelt, but these cars are so small, like for us, for our size.
Yeah, it's very small, but you know, they work it well. They, you know, with these hills, they have to have small vehicles.
100%.
Everything is standard. Even the trucks and the buses are standard transmissions. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they can't afford to have automatic. They tear the transmission out, you know, in one day.
Yeah.
Medellin.
Yeah.
It's where the more affluent people shop.
Yeah. I think I may have been there once. I used to travel and look for SIM cards. Wow. I used to always get a SIM card when I travel, you know, but now I'm too lazy because after a while you start collecting a bunch of them. And then you're like, oh, what country is this one? What country is that one? And then now I just pay like $10 a day with Verizon, and I have access to half a gigabyte, whatever. So I shut down most of my apps, and that's what I do when I'm out. So guys, you know, if you've never been to Medellin, you know, you can catch up with Randy, you know, at this hotel called Dupart. That's where he stays, and it's a really nice hotel. And he's been there, living in the hotel for a year.
It's been since November, so it's
since November.
It's going on a year.
Yeah, it's almost a year. It's a traditional. It's fighting the traditional way of retiring, which means staying in the U.S. and just, you know, just enjoy your life. You know, you work so hard for it. Randy instead decided to go on the adventure. He's learning Spanish, and now, you know, he's living in Medellin, but he's not really in Medellin like permanently. He got approved for a permanent residency, I think, and we're gonna get into that. What is the process to actually get legal status here or long-term visa in Colombia?
Well, you know, and you know, Ivan, speaking of visa, the rules have changed, and I'm so glad that I have a horse in the race with that one. I already have a visa, and all I have to do is renew it come February, which I'll put an application in December.
Yeah.
But the new rules, they're not giving visas to Americans or anyone now with the benefits letter that they was accepting before.
Really?
And I have to read all about that, and I'll actually text you the information on that.
Okay, sounds good.
I just received the email not too long ago talking about that, and it's very important to know the rules have changed. You know, they have a new president here, Gustavo Petro. Yeah,
they have a new president, and he has a black woman as a vice president, and that's the first time that, you know, someone who's black rises up to that level in politics in Colombia.
Right.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal.
So anyone that wants to come here and get a visa, they would have to really know the rules now, the new rules now, because it's more difficult now, and I don't know what the criteria is so much anymore. I already have mine, but it's not as simple as it was when I applied.
So they're making it harder for people to basically immigrate here?
Yes, at first you had to have just the documentation to show that you have enough income coming in order to stay here.
Yeah.
But they're not accepting those documentations anymore.
Wow.
For whatever reason, and I didn't read all all of that yet, but I'll send it to you.
Okay,
and,
please do. There's a rise in Americans are retiring overseas more and more. It's cheaper. Your dollar goes a longer way. Costa Rica has been the hub for a long time. Now Colombia is opening up. People are realizing it's not as dangerous as they thought, and they love the culture here. And people, you know, fly here often. So many Americans are actually moving here, believe it or not. So it'll be interesting as we look into the details, the immigration status process for people who are thinking about, you know, coming here, what you have to go through. So, you know, stand by, and I'll tune back in when we get to the mall. And after a very quick ride, we finally arrived at the mall. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. You know, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the nicest mall in the city, correct?
This is one of the nicest affluent malls in the city. This is where the people with money shop.
Nice.
And that ain't me.
Wow.
I mean, the Colombian people.
The Colombian people with dinero.
I like it because it's open, and as we move up here, this is where you're going to see what I call the Disneyland inside the mall.
Nice.
And
wow.
the food court. And you can look down onto it, see the choo-choo trains, you can see some of the tracks from here.
All my little digital nomads watching this. Exactly. You got these little stations here where basically people are plugged in and you know, nomads. And work. So guys, this is the Nomadas, this place for the digital nomads. You know, what you have are little cubes, you know, little cubes like this, and people are connected. They have their, you know, plugs. They have Wi-Fi, very good signal here, and you know, you have like a little coffee place there, different computers, and it's just you know, people are just working. You know, this is you know, somebody's on a meeting there, you know, doing spreadsheet. This is basically the future for many people. It's, you know, remote work like this, and you are here in Medellin by the mall. And you can see, you know, people are just working. And I really love the freedom that it brings for many people. You don't have to be stuck in the desk anymore. You don't have to be in the office. As long as you're performing at a certain time, you can still do everything you need to do. So again, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, the different options of what you have here in Medellin. And it's just, it's a great tool. It's a great tool, and this is what the pandemic has done. It has opened the doors. Remote work. This is the future. And I wish, I wish it just becomes even more common than it is. But it's happening. So you have a clue? You see what you got here. And you have this there. Wow. This is like a Disneyland type of
it's
attraction.
It's early right now, but you know, when, like on the weekends, when you see this thing up and moving, it looks no more.
Man.
The only thing you missing is Mickey Mouse. You know,
they got everything. It is nice. Nice place for kids, families enjoying.
And food. You can sit there. You can sit there all day, man, and run out of fun. That's
really cool. You know, it's such a good life to be able to like work from here. You know, like these people are, instead of staying home in their country, many times they come from all over the world, and they basically work from anywhere, man. That's freedom right there.
Yes.
Or you can be fully free, like Randy over here, who, you know, how long has he been in Colombia now?
Since November.
November.
It's been since November, so it's going on a year.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
I never run out of fun. I mean, there's always an adventure. Every day is an adventure.
Every day is an adventure.
Know, as we say in the Marine Corps, every day is a holiday, every meal is a feast. The same is here.
Yeah.
You know, I look at it like that here too. And the mall goes all the way back, but we'll walk through here. And, you know,
that's really nice. So what did you go through when it comes to immigration here? What was the process? I know you have to provide proof of a certain minimum income, which is I don't know.
Which is $800.
$800 a month, that's
more.
it?
$800 or more.
Wow, okay.
And that's easy for most Americans. You know, if you got documents, and it has to be official document, that states that that's what you have coming in.
Yeah.
You present that with your passport, and the rest is downhill.
Wow.
You know, it's not a hard process.
Yes.
It costs you probably $300 or $400 US, you know,
To apply.
To apply, you know, because they have to send it away up to the capital, which is Bogota, and they send you back the certification letter, and that's how you get your visa. And it's given electronically, and with that, they set up an appointment for you so you can get an identification card.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is pretty much like your Colombian, Medellin, Colombia passport, you know, and it comes with prestige. It means something. You can open up a bank account and you can get credit.
You can open a bank account, you can get credit. But what is the name of the organization that helped? You mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, it's
for
called
the process.
The Expat Group.
The Expat Group.
And you can look it up online as
Yeah.
soon as you put in Expat.
Expat Group. Okay.
Yes, and they do the whole thing for you. They do all of the processing. That's what they do.
Really nice.
Yeah.
They look at your paperwork, get it ready for you, tells you what you need to do. They do everything. So the Expat Group, definitely keep that on your Rolodex if you're thinking about moving to Colombia. Expat Group. That's right. All right. So that's cool. So what do you have basically? Is it like a permanent residency? How many years do they give you? Like
The first visa they give you 1 year.
yeah.
And when I reapply coming up, I believe they grant you 3 years, and then after 3 years you get more, you know, a little bit at a time.
Nice.
And now you have to be in this country for 6 months. You can't be away from here 6 months in order to keep that visa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think it defaults if you away
Yeah.
for too long. You
Yeah.
gotta at least be here for 6
For
months.
6 months
at
consecutively.
a time. But
Yeah.
stay here at 6 months.
Okay. Nice.
So,
Okay.
and look at this, the rest of the mall.
Yeah, this is a beautiful place. Antosoro is home to more than 400 shops, as well as mini roller coaster and a couple of other amusement park rides. So we're heading to Bank of Colombia, which leads me to my next subject, which is basically how to open a bank account in Colombia. What is the process? And what are the benefits of having a bank account here?
Well, it's kind of the same as visa. You show that you have a visa.
Yeah,
You have to have a visa. You show the same benefits letter showing that you have money that you're going to be deposited into that account.
yes.
Your passport, and you get a card right then and there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Wow.
same day.
that's amazing.
A debit card,
Yeah,
and I'll show you pretty much.
okay. So Bank Colombia right there. Nice. Bank Colombia is who you chose to bank with. So now you don't have to pay these crazy annoying ATM fees, right? Every time you go to ATM,
Exactly.
you don't have to worry about it.
You can have money transferred over to, you know, from an American account
That's right.
into that and avoid
Yeah,
sidestep those fees.
nice. So you basically open your bank account in 1 day out here.
Yes.
Once you get your papers and everything else.
Yeah, just in one day. You know, you wait in line. I mean, you know, it's a little process, but you know, it's well worth the wait.
Nice.
And it's not complicated. Nothing is really complicated here.
Yeah. And you don't really have any bills, right? I mean, staying in a hotel, besides your cell phone and whatever else you have going on at home, you don't have like a water bill, power bill, anything like that. So it's a pretty good life.
Mi vida, my life is very simple.
Simple.
See?
Yeah, that's nice.
And,
That's nice.
You know, I like that part, you know, out of the matrix and into just good living, simple living. You know, this is a third world country, so it's not developed to the point where you would want more. Even coming here to the mall, I mean, there's nothing I really want to spend money on. I mean, I might, you know, buy a pair of socks here and there,
Yeah.
or some new underwear, but, you know, it's not like in Los Angeles, you know, you constantly feel compelled to spend
To
money.
buy stuff. Even clothes here, right? It's not a challenge with
Well,
size?
Yeah, you know, like shoes, you know, they'll say size 12
Yeah.
is very difficult with all of the shoe stores, and they're big and they're tennis shoes here.
Yeah.
But, you know, you see 1,000,001 shoes but none in your size. And I'm kind of happy at that because I'll be spending a lot more
A lot more money if you could
you know.
actually find what you're looking for every time.
And,
So
the quality of things are very different here.
yeah,
You know, I'm not really impressed by everything that I see, so, you know, I don't, you know, want to spend and buy clothes out here. I like just the simple
life, simple
sweats
clothes.
that I wear.
Yeah, and not to mention is also, you know, when it comes to safety, it's better not to have bling bling, right? You don't want to come here
Absolutely.
and have all these name brands walking around with Louis Vuitton.
It's a
you
different
know,
culture.
it's a different culture.
If you live in Beverly Hills, I mean, then sure, and you see Ferraris and Lamborghinis and
Yes.
Bentleys, you
Yeah.
want one, but you don't want to be the only one out here driving a Bentley.
No, no, you
Or
put your
where-
life in danger
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. In a way, it's kind of disrespectful.
to the culture too. Yeah,
It's disrespectful to be, you know, flashing so much, you know, when
yeah,
you live in a country that's poverty stricken like that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't go with what you're supposed to be doing here,
right.
you know.
No, it makes sense. I mean, well, you know, one thing that I always tell friends when they come to Colombia for the first time is, guys, you know, stay simple. Don't buy all these expensive things. Don't come out here like walking around like you're in Miami Beach. You have to stay simple. And one thing I actually do, I have 2 bank accounts. One I go out with, one debit card. The other debit card stays in the hotel because unfortunately, getting robbed out here is common, and it can happen very randomly, and you always have to imagine there's countless of people who've been here and lost their passports, and they have to fly to Bogota where the US embassy is, and it's just a mess. So you have to be careful here, and if you have a nice phone, I know some people that also come out and leave the nice phone at the hotel and go out with the second phone just in case something happens. So that's one of the things you have to keep in mind. How to survive Colombia. It's not always peaches and cream.
No. It could end up very bad for you.
Yeah,
But you know, anywhere you go, even in the States, you stay on the beaten path of safety, stay out of harm's reach. If you're not dealing with bad things are not necessarily going to happen for you.
yes.
And that's anywhere. That's a life rule.
How are you able to, because I mean, unfortunately, I think it's something that we need to discuss. Colombia has been on the news lately. There's a YouTuber by the name of DC Born Rob that, you know, guys, check him out. Great channel if you want to keep in touch with what's going on when it comes to safety here. He really focuses on the safety aspect of things. And I was wondering, like, what advice do you tell people if they come in here, how to stay safe?
Well,
'Cause-
first and foremost, respect. Use your common sense. You know, you don't necessarily bring your own ways and your thoughts. You know, pay attention and respect people and be flexible. You know, don't get offended by little things and be respectful. You know, and everybody calls you amigo. That's just their buy-in, you know, to connect with you.
Yes,
But they're not your friends. You know, a person can't be your friend unless they know you.
right.
But don't get offended by that. You know, don't take it personal. But that's all they know. They don't know you. And just being flexible and having an open mind,
Yeah.
it helps a lot. Respect,
Nice.
respect. I can't say enough about that.
Right.
And you might get respect back.
Have you seen a rise?
And don't take any wooden nickels, if that makes any sense.
Have you seen a rise in security issues in Poblado? As the area is getting more popular and more people are coming in, have you heard that things are getting more dangerous? Because I know friends are afraid to come to Medellin, you know, because of some of the stuff that makes it on the news. It's just not positive.
Well, just like anywhere else, but you know, sure, it's getting more dangerous. People are getting more desperate, but at the same time, I see more police, a lot more police. Like when they had recently a big festival, a big holiday festival called Feria de las Flores, and it's all about the flowers, and people come from all over Colombia.
Yeah.
It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
It's all about the flowers, and it's a big put-on parade, but the police presence was very heavy. So I say that to say, it seemed like they protect tourism. They care about that. They care about the economy that's fueled by tourism.
Yes.
So safe or unsafe, I still feel safe.
That's good. That's good to hear.
You know, it's not like you're in a war zone.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
If you don't go into an area that is densely populated, then maybe, you know, you can survive the storm of,
Yes.
you know, of the threats and the violence.
Absolutely.
You know, but it exists.
It does exist,
It
right?
definitely exists.
Yeah.
You know, the setup, the trick games that they have targeted for tourism.
Yeah.
It's very real.
Wow.
You know, but you can't be a dum-dum. But anywhere in the States, the same thing can happen.
Yeah.
If you put yourself in the
That's very
market.
true. View of the mall. What floor is this? This is the third, right? I think.
Yeah, this is the top
Third
level,
floor.
and
Yeah.
one of the nicest views. And I like the fact that you can sit and have cafe, you can sit and relax,
Yes.
and you know, you can walk around the mall, man, and just never get bored
Yeah.
with things. I really like that.
It's nice here. So what else has changed in your life since the last time we met?
You know, the main thing is, you know, health is so important. I eat different. I don't eat as much. I'm not that crazy about the food here, believe it or not. I've been other places where, you know, the food is just the best, and I'm so happy that because I like to eat.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the food is not great. I
Yeah.
pick and choose what I eat, but I eat less.
Yes.
I eat less. I'm watching my weight so much. I feel so much better.
Yeah.
Especially at my age. That one thing has changed my idea about food. I don't eat for recreational pleasures. I eat, you know, I don't live to eat. I eat to live.
To live, that's right.
And that's a good concept.
Yeah.
You know, and that has changed for me immensely. I really like that part about being here.
Yeah.
I take better care of myself. I'm always unfamiliar with my surroundings, so I want to live and be healthier so I can deal with whatever's in front of me. So that one thing has changed. You know?
Yeah.
I'm more aware, I'm more alert, I pay attention more. I'm learning the language, which I want to learn the language because I care to learn. I want to communicate.
Yes.
As I told you one time, I want the best from Medellin, Colombia, but also want to give my best. And giving my best is learning the language. By understanding the language, I understand the culture. Less words are used to mean a certain particular thing here. And that's one thing I'm learning. You know, the English language, you know, we talk, we got a lot of words.
A lot of words. The vocabulary that you need, Spanish is actually very easy, I would say.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
It's very easy. And just getting out of my own way, out of my own head with understanding language, you know, it's like going to kindergarten again, but I love it, I love it, I love it so much. I learn so much in each class, and I'm always amazed on how the progression of what I learned, you know, and how far it's taken me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing that has changed.
Yeah.
And where I haven't gotten out of my way yet with the confidence, you know, I always think that it has to be T's crossed, I's dotted to the perfect storm of communication,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. Practice makes better.
Okay.
And that's what has changed with me. Keeping it simple,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, and then I grow.
What is one thing that you wish you knew about Colombia before you came to this amazing adventure here?
You know, I wish I knew that, you know, life could be, you know, more simple. And I wish I would have offered myself this a long time ago. I would have invested a long time ago.
Yes.
And maybe have bought property here. I still might, but I haven't been rushed to do so. I mean,
Yeah.
now, you know, being older, you know, my hearing is not the best.
Yes.
And that's the language barrier that I have. I can't hear as much and hear as well, and that's why it makes it slower for me to learn. I wish I had to learn the language sooner,
Right.
you know, than trying to learn it, you know, when I'm, you know, 60 years old.
That's right. That's right.
Like I
But
am.
you're doing it, you know?
I'm doing it.
That's good.
You know, so I wish I you know, would have, you know, came and invested and done that earlier. where it would have been more important, and it's not so much important to me now.
Right.
You know, I just want to live healthy.
Because you can get by really without it right now. I mean, it makes things better for sure. And yeah, but if you spoke earlier, that I can see life is just easier too, and you get less likely to get ripped off too when you go buy stuff.
Well, you know, better or worse, you know, like I was telling you early, you know, what's better than success, and that's satisfaction. So it doesn't matter, you know, having the most or the less. It's what you're satisfied with, and that's
very true.
You know, that's a big learning curve right now.
Yes.
You know, as I sit here settled, and I'm, you know, happy with where I'm at now, and I take my time. I'm not in a hurry. I don't feel like I missed out, even though I wish I had done things before. You know, it's not. I'm not beating myself up. You know, because there's still room if I want to.
If you want to, yes.
The bottom line is being satisfied.
Yes.
With whatever choice I make. And,
yeah.
You know, that's the big picture right now.
That's the big picture. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it's amazing to hear that you're doing well, that you're learning a new language. You are banking with a local bank here.
The thing is, with having a bank account, you can establish credit, but I've only had it for a year, so I'm letting it marinate right now.
Right.
And things are working out. And at some point, I will sit down with a financial planner.
No, that's good.
And talk about that.
Yeah.
If I can trust them.
All right.
That's the thing.
All right.
You know, that's the thing, Ivan. You know, who can you trust here? You can't really, you know, it's like you got to pick and choose. And I'm safe. I feel safe dealing with what I know right now. You know, I don't know the language well enough to sit down and talk to a Colombian about money, anything like that. You know, it's important to know that. You don't want to rush and be too anxious to do anything concerning money here, especially in a country that where the majority of people don't have as much as you.
Right.
It's important to know that.
Yeah.
You know, be careful who you talk to money about.
That's true. And I tell you, I know earlier you mentioned, well, you know, being a third world country, and I often feel like second world should be used more often, right?
Say that again?
Second world, because we talk about the first world, like the US, the UK, Italy, places like that, as the first world. And then when we refer to many African countries or Latin countries, we say third world. But I never hear anybody say the second world.
Right.
So when I come to a place like Colombia where things, you know, the infrastructures are like this, like it's a beautiful place, it's nice. If I didn't tell you I was in Colombia, you can easily believe that this is the US. I feel like second world would be better to describe a place like this, because they're not quite third and they're not first, but
so you feel
they're right in the middle.
Well, yeah, you know, right. They're very sophisticated.
Yeah.
They're very sophisticated. The thing that I believe that keeps them as third world is their way of thinking. I don't think that they push education enough. That's what any place will lack. Anywhere in the world, education is expensive, but so is ignorance. You pay dearly for what you don't know, and that's anywhere. And I watch people suffer so much because they don't have the education. You know, all during the day you might see kids on the street that, you know, panhandling, that should be in the school learning something. Wow. I see a lot of illiterateness here, and it doesn't mean that the country is stupid, but they should make it more important, you know, learning, and I think they would get along better here, you know. But that's what keeps it in a third world setting. Yeah. You know, is the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
You know. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of things that they can get from the tours and American people, and it could be a beautiful connection. Yes. Beautiful storm between a beautiful marriage between the Americans and the Colombians, the foreigners and the Colombians. Yes. But it'll never mix when you have education meeting ignorance. Never. Yeah. It's impossible. Yeah. Because they don't understand you. They don't know what to say to you to get what they need. Yes. You don't understand where they're coming from. Yes. And so you see the conflict of interest. Right. At its best. Okay. So. Well, no, that's good. I'm actually curious if education is mandatory here up to a certain age. Do you know anything about that? I think it is. You know, matter of fact, I just heard, I was at the park, the Provenza park, and one of the vendors was telling me that I believe it's on sometime this month, they're gonna take all of the kids off the street and they go to jail if they're not off the street for whatever. It's gonna be some kind of curfew to start reaching for more education for kids off the streets, because there's too many on the streets during the daytime doing nothing but learning how to beg. Their education is learning how to ask for something for nothing.
Yeah.
And it's too much of that.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of begging here for sure.
And that has to stop. They'll never get out of their own way.
Yeah.
If they don't do something about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They also implemented there's less kids outside at night. You know, it wasn't uncommon to see young people just outside like late hours in the evening, and you're like, wow.
Right.
Why are you outside at this time?
They shouldn't be out there. They shouldn't even be
at home.
They should be at home learning something,
Yeah.
and learning how to get along, you know, in life. You know, asking for something for nothing, you know, just asking, you know, for money for free from people, you know, that's a useless trade.
Absolutely.
In the long run.
Absolutely.
As you navigate the winding roads of Medellin, its beauty unfolds. Medellin captivates with its architectural charm against the backdrop of lush valleys. This city is a masterpiece of architectural and charm. The landscape is painted with lush greenery that stretches as far as eye can see. It's a fusion of fresh air, vibrant landscapes, and the enchanting allure of a city nestled in the heart of Colombia.
Education is key, so as we continue this conversation with Randy, I want to show you guys the school that he's been going to. So this is basically where he takes his Spanish courses.
It's been so long.
So this is your school, right?
Administrator, yeah.
Nice. And you can pay open group, what, 27,000 Colombian pesos per hour.
Exactly.
Wow, nice.
This is Juliana.
Hello, Juliana.
Hello, how are you?
All right, so this is a Valley Spanish school. Nice. And they have their little schedule here.
For dance lessons as well.
Dance lessons?
Yes.
Wow.
Valley Spanish School.
Nice.
Yeah,
I need to take this sometimes. This is very nice. Very nice place.
I learned so much here.
Yeah,
They have a coffee.
it's a nice place. It's important to know you can come out here. You don't have to do it every day, but you can do a daily course if you have time. And if you pick up a few words here and there, it's good. Learning Spanish is crucial when you travel, especially if you choose to live in the country. So,
Because you never get what you want.
yeah.
You never get what you want. It could be right in front of you, but you'll never see it. You can never feel it if you don't know what it means.
Exactly.
And you don't know the value of it.
Right.
And so I take an hour each day with a private tutor.
Right on.
Because I don't hear as well. And I understand the words. I understand the meanings. And it helps me get along well here in Colombia.
Yes.
That's one of the biggest things. That's the value of me being here. Is learning the language, because I could never achieve any goals fully 100% unless I understand the language first. That's first. Education is key.
It's key. Education is key.
It's key. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. So we're moving forward with the conversation regarding education, because behind Brazil, Colombia is the #2 country in Latin America that sends students to the United States. Now, it's a good thing, but many of the students that end up going to the US don't return to work here because the economy has, you know, a lot of improvements to do. So therefore, they end up contributing more to the US than their own country. So what's going on in Colombia with schools? We're gonna go ahead and find out.
Exactly.
We are back here in the beautiful Poblado area, and they have a lot of shops here. You know, this is actually the specific spot where I ended filming my last video with Randy. It was right here. If you guys remember, if you've seen that video, if you're not, check it out. It's a good video. So this is the follow-up, and I want to show you guys this, you know, section here. You can buy a lot of souvenirs and things like that. I really like these bracelets.
All over Poblado, you will find a lot of these street shops. So this is the place that I recommend to actually buy souvenirs for a reasonable price.
Are you trying to buy something, Randy?
I'm just looking around.
You looking around?
I was talking to Yolanda here.
Oh, hola, Yolanda.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Ok, muy bien. ¿De dónde eres?
De Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah,
Ok.
Venezuela.
¿Habla inglés?
No.
No, ¿por qué no?
¿Por qué no hablo inglés? Tal vez por ser un poco perezosa.
Ok.
No me he puesto para estudiar.
Ok.
Yo
ya,
voy
ok.
to the universidad, ¿dónde está universidad?
¿Dónde es la Antioquia
Universidad de
University?
Antioquia. Mira, la verdad que no sé.
Ok.
O sea, sé que está aquí.
All right,
Pero
all right.
en qué parte, la verdad. No.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna look and
Yeah,
you know
a nice
look on the
joint,
thing.
nice joint.
Yeah, it's a very nice shop here. And so if you buy something, let me know. Otherwise, whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and try to find that school.
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
right there.
All right.
Okay.
Mucho gusto. So I want to show you the different shops. So hey, is school free in Colombia? What is the dropout rate? I have so many questions. I have so many questions about this. I've never been to Antioquia University. It is the largest public university here in Medellin, Colombia. So let's go and find out what's going on.
To satisfy my curiosity, we decided to take a taxi in order to visit Antioquia University. The University of Antioquia is a public university located in the city of Medellin, Colombia. It is the oldest departmental university in Colombia and was founded in 1803.
We're trying to get the taxi to go to the University of Antioquia.
We're not midgets. Huh? Más grande.
Okay.
Yeah.
Universidad de Antioquia. Okay.
I gotta lose some weight before I get into these taxis right here.
That's funny.
You know?
No.
No.
Grande.
Grande.
This one is fine. Yeah, this one it's fine. Yeah. Muy grande. Look at it's pimp fry. You can go to the front. I go in the back.
No, I'll go to the front. I'll go to the front. You know, you good in the back? You got room?
I'm good in the back.
See how far I slip let my seat up before my knees under the back. Look at the matchbox.
Buenas. Universidad de Antioquia.
¿Universidad?
Sí.
Ok.
Es la muy grande de Medellín.
¿Qué? ¿Este?
La universidad es la más grande.
No.
No.
No, hay muchas.
¿Qué es la más grande Universidad de Medellín?
Universidad de Medellín, sí, una de tantas. Hay más.
Can we drive by both of them?
Nacional.
We can do both. Let's start with one.
Stop at one. And
Yeah, Universidad de Antioquia.
He can stick with us. We keep them.
I don't want to do that because
Okay.
that rushes us to go.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're gonna kill us on those fees.
Okay.
I want us to have the freedom
Okay.
to move. You know?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. These guys, unless it's one of our friends, man, they end up killing you.
Yeah, I know. If I didn't know that, I got somebody that can do that for us.
Yeah.
That can take us like that now if you want to, but if
we
you want to
good.
just drop off, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. I have internet issues now. Otherwise, I would have even called Uber.
Oh yeah, no,
Because-
I got a guy right up the street that,
Yeah.
you know, he's the guy that I first connected
Por
with.
favor. Down. Muy calor.
Sí, con aire.
Oh, sí, por favor.
Sí,
There we go.
unos momentos.
All right. So let's go to the university.
Yeah, this is great.
Nada, ¿por qué te digo que en Medellín mejor? Porque Medellín está la gente con más cultura,
Oh.
más educada, mejor preparada.
Sí.
Antioquia, mucho desorden.
Pero la Universidad de Medellín es privada, ¿sí?
Pública.
Pública.
Exacto.
La Universidad de Antioquia es-
No, perdón. Universidad Antioquia Pública.
Pública.
Medellín privada.
Privada. Okay. All right.
I hope you've enjoyed part 1 of Is It Greener on the Other Side? Stay tuned for part 2.
Hola, ¿dónde es la universidad? La Universidad de Antioquia. Solo necesito un video un poco 15-20 minutos.
No, I'm sorry because this is a private university.
I know. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Sofía.
Sofia. Still can't get inside. It's easier to get into Banco Colombia than here. And there's no money here.
things, you know, and once your mind expands to new dimensions, it never goes back to its original form.
I don't understand why they're giving me a hard time.
I got an ID.
I do.